You're listening to Create Wealth Through Franchising, and I'm your host, Kim Daly. In my 20 years as a franchise consultant, I've helped hundreds of people achieve their dreams of building and scaling franchise businesses to create wealth. This episode appears in video form on my YouTube channel, where I post new franchising content multiple times per week. Please take a moment to subscribe to the podcast and to my YouTube channel at kimdaly.tv. Now, enjoy the show. Some candidates believe that exploring more options equates to a better due diligence process. And listen, I totally get it. If I wasn't a franchise consultant, I would want to do exactly the same thing. Because isn't more better? If I have more things to consider, Kim, then can I make a more informed decision? Yeah, that's one strategy to this process. But as an experienced franchise consultant who has led people down this path for nearly 20 years, I'm going to tell you it's not the best path if you want to end up selecting a franchise opportunity. So if the goal of your investigation is to find an opportunity, more is not better. More is only better if you're out there on your own, you're not working with an experienced franchise consultant, and you don't know what you don't know. So then you'll have to do a lot more research to figure out what it is you need to know, how different franchisors feel, how different franchisors are structured, how different FDDs read, how different earnings claims are made, if a franchisor has been successful, what their background is compared to other companies you're looking at. You're out there doing all of that research on your own. And so, yeah, more is going to be better in that equation. But this is why the Daly Coach has a business, to save you from all of that. Like, that sounds exhausting to me. In my equation, I can get to know you, understand your background, your basic skills, your finances, and what you're trying to accomplish through the business with my knowledge of franchisors and who's who and what's what, and understanding that not all franchisors are created equal, and your happiness and success in a franchise is not correlated to your knowledge of the business prior to saying yes, your experience in that industry prior to saying yes, that your happiness and success in a franchise is correlated to the leadership of that organization and your relationship that you build with that franchisor. I want you to find people that you know, like, and trust. Ultimately, when you invest in a franchise, the whole idea of this is so you can be in business for yourself, but not by yourself, partnered with people who you know, like, and trust, who have a vision for a brand and have a toolbox, a ready-made toolbox, so that you can say yes, take the tools, take their training, execute on that plan, and create an outcome. That's what a franchise is. You're doing this collectively with other people, and you're doing it being led by a parent organization. That's the difference between a franchisee and an entrepreneur. So if you're working with an experienced franchise consultant who understands what good, solid franchisors look like and has relationships, I have 20 years of relationships with franchisors. These franchisors, in some cases, they are some of my best friends. They are some of the greatest people I know on this planet. So when you're working with me, you're leveraging 20 years of experience and relationship compared to when you're out there on your own with no relationship and no experience and no real understanding of what makes different franchisors better or just different. How do you do that? And really, that's why a good, experienced franchise consultant only needs about 4, maybe 5 options to help you find exactly the right one. Now, When we talk about the right franchise, this certainly is another topic, probably for another video, but I want to touch on that right now. The right franchise is not the one that you have experience in or that you know something about necessarily. The right franchise for your happiness and your success is the one that you can connect the dots from what you're trying to accomplish with what they offer, and you can merge those two together. And it's backed by a powerful organization or a leadership team that has strong experience in the franchise industry, that has a track record of success in building other franchise brands maybe, that is backed financially, maybe by private equity or by private resources, but they have financial resources. Because guys, a franchise business is nothing more than an entrepreneurial startup business. If it's a pioneering franchise concept, it has to be backed by financial resources, or else this is nothing more than a startup business. And you've heard me tell the statistic of startup businesses before, that 90% of them fail. Those are not franchisors that are worthy of your life savings. Those are not franchisors that are worthy of your dreams. To find the franchisors that are worthy of you, and to cut to the chase and not have to spend 6 months to find this perfect franchise opportunity for the ride that you're ready to go on, you need an experienced franchise consultant. Our services are free. It's no risk to you. You certainly can go it alone, and you can kick the tires of 10 companies or 20 companies, and the likelihood that you will end up saying yes to a franchise is about 1 out of 100. There's a great book out there by a friend of mine, Joe Matthews, called Street Smart Franchising. And in that book, Joe's chapter on the 1 versus the 99 will tell you in greater detail, statistically, what's going to happen to you if you go it alone. I've been doing this for 20 years. The vast majority of the people that I invest time with go on to become franchise owners, and they do it in about 1 to 2 months, and they do it by only looking at 3 to 5 companies. If you are ready to cut to the chase, to find the franchise opportunities matched to what you're trying to accomplish, I really want to be your daily coach. Please contact me today. If you found this inspiring, please contact me at inquire@kimdaly.tv. My consulting services are totally free to you. Again, that email is inquire@kimdaly.tv. I can't wait to hear from you.